TikTok. This is for entertainment purposes only. I want to talk about the Viltrum War and how I believe that the Viltrum Earth or Empire is actually Saturn. And I believe that the Viltrumites are actually the Olmecs that came here after the war against the Galactic Federation. And this coalition of aliens in the show called Invincible is basically a symbolic representation of the Galactic Federation. And the Viltrumites are a symbolic representation of the Elohim. And as you see, they're at war with each other, right? They're at war with each other because the coalition of aliens wants the Viltrumites to stop judging the galaxy. But that was our job, right? We are a magnetic force. We are the will of God, right? And so after this war kicked off and everything happened, they're telling you in the show, because Hollywood got to tell you everything that happened. So they're telling you after the war had went down, you know, we had some traitors amongst the Viltrumites or the Elohim, and they actually was going to war with us, with the Galactic Federation, and overtook us. And this asteroid belt that they're saying is rocks around Saturn could very well be Elohim bodies, just like they show you on the show. So I believe that since the Olmecs have no origin, that these are actually the Viltrumites that they're talking about. And when their goal when they came here to Earth was to repopulate their civilization so that Viltrum could rise again. This same type of weakness that was brought upon the Viltrum Empire is what we're dealing with today. We have a lot of Uncle Toms, a lot of people who are ready to tap dance for the government and the military and the politicians, right? And these are the traitors to the Viltrum Empire. So when we basically rise back up and get our magnetic godhood, which is the reason why they're strong, which is the reason why the Viltrumites are strong. They're not strong as the form of lifting weights as a big, strong, muscle-head dude. They're strong because they have magnetic prowess, right? Which means they can control the magnetic field. Meaning that the reason why sometimes a Viltrumite punch goes to another Viltrumite body is because that Viltrumite is not ready to take that magnetic force from the other opposing Viltrumite. Every time you see a Viltrumite that's ready to take a punch, it doesn't go through them because it's two opposing forces hitting each other, and it just knocks them away. But if it's not ready for that punch, it's going to go straight through them. So when the Olmecs came here from Saturn, which is Viltrum, the Galactic Federation are overseeing all the Viltrumites that came to Earth. And so those Olmecs are still alive, right? They're still here on the planet today with us. We just don't know. It could be anybody. But also, their children are still here. And this magnetic power comes back once this solar flash happens, where the magnetic energy returns back to the gods. And we're able to use that magnetic force to fly around, to do super punches, to do, you know what I'm saying, jump super high, basically judge the galaxy, judge the Galactic Federation, right? Because that's what they're scared of. They don't want us to rise back up to get our magnetic prowess, so that because we'll just judge the whole Earth. And there'll be nothing that nobody can do about it except another Viltrumite, except another Olmec, another indigenous being is going to be the only person that's going to be able to stop you from judging the rest of the Galactic Federation. So what's that again? That's the future of what's about to happen. We about to go to war with our own people. That's what's going to happen. Because when you got two Supermans, and I ain't talking to Batman. You understand? Two Supermans. Now we got 100 Supermans. I don't care what Batman thinks. I'm only going to talk to the Supermans. You see what I'm saying? So therefore, the transition changes that fast when that magnetic power is given back to the indigenous people of the land, which are the Olmecs, right? That came from Saturn, which is Viltrum. These same people that we're at war against today, the Galactic Federation, are still monitoring us like crazy. They're hoping that we never get our powers back, because if we ever do decide to get these powers back, it's the rise of Viltrum again. And they don't want that because they know that that's their judgment. So all this stuff is just symbolic of them telling us about ourselves. If you notice, one major thing with the Viltrumites is that they never had a concept of good and bad. It was just that everything was for us, for the taking. And I can respect that, because somebody has to be the judge over the world. And if there's somebody to fear, maybe that's the reason why the Galactic Federation got together in the first place, because you had somebody to fear. And maybe it's time for y'all to fear someone again.
Another timeline, Leute. Schönen Tag euch.